Hey guys, what is up? Brent right here. I'm back here for a new video today. Now today we are once again diving deeper into the Lara Fabian saga on my channel together. I'm getting into a request from a new patron today, who I'm very grateful for on my Patreon. This is a request from Eric on Patreon. I'm going to be reacting to, I believe this is how it's pronounced, Comme is Disent, from Lara Fabian, from her 2003 concert. I am just so excited to continue this journey. I've been having a great time with you guys thus far, and I know there's so much more to look at and listen to and be mesmerized by, so I am here for it. You already know. Get yourself something to drink, get something to eat, make yourself feel good, make yourself feel calm and zen and all the things, because we're going to be doing another amazing voyage into the world of Lara today. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, before I begin today's video, as always, if you are new here, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you chose to stop by. I'm going to need you to hit the subscribe button, give this video a nice thumbs up at the end if you like what you see and hear, and head on over to my Patreon to become a member alongside everybody else to get access of content before anyone else, and for nice little things that are going to be exclusive to that platform. And I cannot wait to have you join the community over there. Now let's get into it.
J'habite seule avec maman dans un très vieil appartement rue Sarrazate. J'ai pour me tenir compagnie une tortue de Canaries et une chatte. Pour laisser maman reposer, très souvent je fais le marché et la cuisine. Je range, je lave et j'essuie. À l'occasion, je pique aussi à la machine. Le travail ne me fait pas peur. Je suis un peu décorateur, un peu styliste. Mais mon vrai métier, c'est la nuit que je l'exerce travesti. Je suis artiste. J'ai un numéro très spécial qui finit en nu intégral. Après striptease, et dans la salle je vois que les mâles n'en croient pas leurs yeux. Je suis un homme, comme il dit. Vers les 3 heures du matin, on sort manger entre copains de tous les sexes dans un quelconque bar tabac, et là on s'en donne à cœur joie et sans complexe. On déballe des vérités sur des gens qu'on a dans le nez. On les lapide, mais on le fait avec humour, enrobé dans des calembours mouillés d'acide. On rencontre des attardés qui pourraient pâter leur tablé, marche et ondule, singeant ce qu'ils croient être nous, et se couvrent le pauvre fou de ridicule. Ça gesticule et parle fort, ça joue les divas, les ténors de la bêtise. Moi, les lazzi, les colibets me laissent froid, puisque c'est vrai, je suis un homme, comme il dit. Un jour nouveau, je rentre retrouver mon lot de solitude. J'ôte mes cils et mes cheveux comme un pauvre clown malheureux de lassitude. Je me couche, mais je ne dors pas. Je pense à mes amours sans joie, si dérisoires, à ce garçon beau comme un dieu qui sans rien faire a mis le feu à ma mémoire. Ma n'osera jamais lui avouer mon doux secret, mon tendre drame, car l'objet de tous mes tourments passe le plus clair de son temps au lit des femmes. Nul n'a le droit, en vérité, de me blâmer, de me juger. Et je précise que c'est bien la nature qui est seule responsable si je suis un homme, oh, comme il dit.
Thank you so much, Eric, from my Patreon for that amazing request. I am so happy that we were able to look at it today. Absolutely magnificent, as per usual with Lara. What I absolutely love about this was a bit of a detour from the previous videos, reactions I've done to her. The other videos were pretty intense regarding just the aura of the song choice and the vocals and everything. This was a much more subtle performance to react to, a very big detour from that, and I absolutely love that because it really brings contrast to my channel in general, and that's what I'm all about. I'm about just a bunch of different, things, and finding and discussing the, my opinions and the beauty within all of these different contrasting things. So thank you, Eric. This was absolutely incredible. I want to start off by saying, before I even talk about vocals or anything, I absolutely, you guys know, I'm such a big stickler for just the vibe and the aura of a venue, of a performance, and I absolutely love how this setup was. I love when things are stripped down because it really allows for the, magic of the actual performance and the music and the vocals and everything to really shine through. And that is one thing Lara is just one of the best at, is just completely blowing it away, even in these really stripped down, low-key settings at these venues. And this was absolutely stunning, hauntingly beautiful, for better word usage. I absolutely love. One thing I want to talk about, I didn't talk about this in my other videos, so I want to bring something new to the platform of Lara. I absolutely love the way that Lara is able to command the whatever musician she's with. She's able to sort of she absolutely meshes with them, and there is amazing chemistry. But she is in control. It's not the other way around. And I am such a big stickler for that, because a lot of times, especially if there's an age gap or there's something regarding that with a musician and a vocalist, a lot of times the vocalist will feel kind of, well, if it's a vocalist that's not really, confident in their ability or whatnot, they're going to feel kind of inferior, like they have to follow the piano player, like whatever, or the, guitar player, or whomever they're performing with. If it's a band, they have to follow and do it to the T, or else it's going to be it's going to be disaster, so to speak. And that's not the case. A lot of times, if you really have confidence in yourself, and your musicians do as well, you lead them, they don't lead you. You both are in sync and you have amazing chemistry, but you're in control as the center of this, the performance, the centerpiece of the performance, so to speak. And that's one thing you always know with Lara is the piano player is, they're having great moments together, but she's in control and she's gonna, lead where the performance is gonna go. And I feel it takes trust for a musician to really have faith that the singer knows exactly where to go and is not gonna sort of have timing issues or whatnot. But with Lara, you always know. She is just such a exceptional musician in her own right, not just a vocalist. She's the whole package. She could do this in her sleep, and I mean, any musician who plays with her automatically, has to know that, she's got this down pat. She would never steer anyone wrong, and she's got it. She's gonna ace it, and you guys are gonna you're gonna have a home run if you perform with her. You know what I mean? So I absolutely love to see that. I loved how in this whole performance she was just throughout the entire performance. She was extremely, extremely seductive without having to even put an ounce of effort into being so. And I'm always talking about that with her. It is such a big contrast if you look at her performances and you see, especially the female singers on Top 40 radio today with the music videos. There is absolutely nothing left to wonder with a lot of these female and male, entertainers these days. I mean, everything is on full-on display. It is just right in your face to the point of being almost uncomfortable if you're a normal person. But Lara, she just doesn't even need to do anything that's even remotely, would be stereotyped as something sexual or something provocative to be, alluring and to be seductive in her performances. And she just always does so in such a classy way. She is such a lady. I've said that before, and that is something that we have lost with time. People, just ladies and gentlemen. Just people being ladies and people being gentlemen. Women being ladies, men being gentlemen. It is, scattered to the wind, so to speak. And that's why myself, I try to bring that element to, even these reaction videos. I dress up, but I do so in as classy of a manner as I can, because for me, it is important to bring that element, to the public. Whatever you're doing, if people are seeing you, I feel it's your responsibility to show up and put yourself in a good light, so to speak, and to do so in a classy way if possible. And Lara is just such a lady. She is so just refined without even having to be. It's like in her blood. It's in her veins, being so. And it's just so, like I said, it's breathtaking to see and to witness, because it's been lost throughout the decades. But I know there's still people like her who keep that tradition alive, and I am all here for it. If you zoomed in, and this doesn't just go for this performance, but out of everything I've reacted to the past couple weeks, this one holds the cake with the facial expressions. There was just so much drama created by her facial expressions, but in a very low-key way. And it, once again, I've said this in other videos too, you can always tell when everything is very staged, when it's very sort of robotic, when the movements, when everything's just very stiff. With Lara, it's always very loose, very natural, very relaxed, and she knows how to poke and have a little bit of fun here and there, while still delivering an incredible performance. It's that balance of these qualities that just make her performances so unique, and it's like a testament. I've said it before. It's a testament to just how well she knows her craft, and how well she knows she's ready for every performance. She goes in ready, and she just knows, like I said, how to pull everything out of the hat, how to deliver, how to balance things out. Everything that you could want, you will find in one of her performances, and it's just so effortless. Like I said, it's you wouldn't even go to think about the amount of preparation that goes into these performances, because of how natural everything looks. Amazing. Once again, what I always talk about regarding both her and Barbra Streisand is that ability to execute the really, really fast phrasing, which almost mimics just regular talking in a very fast manner, and then slow it down, speed it up, slow it down, speed it up. It is so hard. You guys might look at me crazy because I keep talking about this in these videos, but it is such an appreciated talent to be able to change your pace and the phrasing as quickly as she does. It takes a really, really developed, amount of breath control. You really have to have that breath control under lock and key, or the performance will just go out the window. You know what I mean? Because if you don't understand where you need to take more breath, where you need to take less breath, I've said this before, you're gonna run out of breath, and you're gonna end up sounding either pushed, you're gonna sound fatigued, and you're gonna have to put more effort into the performance overall because you're just not ready and you don't understand what each line requires, regarding your breath, regarding just everything involved. You have to have that breath control under lock and key, or it ain't gonna work out. Trust me, I've been there myself, and I have failed a lot of times, but I learned throughout the years, like I said, to really have that, like I said, to really develop good breath control. And throughout this entire performance, she achieved what I said in the last video. She kept you wanting more. This was a very, 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 she was in a very relaxed state throughout the entire performance, even though there were little increments of more intensity, less. Very, very relaxed. There was no, basically she didn't do any belting. There was none of that, sort of histrionic element regarding the vocals, and it was still absolutely amazing because, once again, like I said in the last video, she's just absolutely incredible in every one of her registers, at the bottom of her range and at the top of her range. All throughout the range, she has just one of the best qualities of voice that I've ever heard in my life. And this goes back to what I've been saying on this channel for 2-3 years now. Just because somebody can do something impressive with their voice doesn't mean they have an actual incredible voice. There's a lot of very mediocre sounding singers who are able to do amazing things, and there's a lot of absolutely incredible voices that aren't the best technically, but they're actually great voices. And when you can combine the two, then you have Lara. So there's a difference. I've been saying it, and I was saying it till the end of time. And this performance just proved it. She didn't even go halfway to the end of her range in this performance, and it was still absolutely mind-bogglingly beautiful. Absolutely impeccable technique as always. And once again, the vocals matched the aura of the venue, matched the colors that were presented in the venue, matched the pace of the piano player. Everything just coexisted amazingly. The biggest stickler in the world for that, like I said, if everything doesn't make sense together, then the performance, obviously, you can see right away that there was absolutely no preparation or thought that went into the performance. And maybe to some people that doesn't, it's not as obvious, but to me, like I said, I can see right through it because I try to do the same with my band. When we go on stage, we prep, we rehearse, and everything in the venue makes sense with one another. Everything is cohesive, the theme works, everything just matches, and it just, everything mirrors one another, so to speak. I absolutely loved how she's unwrapped her scarf at the beginning of this performance to sort of expose herself in a way. If what I took from it, maybe it's not the case, but it feels almost like she was exposing herself and bringing you into her, being vulnerable and bringing you into her world. And then once the performance was done, she wrapped the scarf back up around her, like, sort of closing herself back up. And I absolutely love that. A lot of people don't pick up on these little things that could be, metaphors or not. But to me, I'm always thinking about those little things, details in the performance, and trying to connect them with, what they could, what I know they mean or what they could possibly mean to different people. And that's another thing that's so beautiful about the little details, because different people can interpret them different in these performances. And in turn, that can lead them to have their own connection with the song, which, is oftentimes probably different than what someone else views as what the song is about or how they connect to it. That's the beauty of music in general, is because each person can have a different take on it and can have a different experience with it, can have a different connection to it based on their own personal story and what they take from the song personally as an individual. So absolutely amazing. I could go on and on. You guys already know I could talk for days, but I am not going to bore you to death. Once again, thank you so much, Eric, for bringing this request to my inbox. Absolutely stunning, such an understated gem of a performance, just absolutely amazing, and a another testament of the genius that Lara is. Once again, I am excited to continue watching more from her to come soon on this channel. Thank you so much for joining me today for this reaction video. Once again, if you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, I'm going to need you to go and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all content to come forth, and give this video a big thumbs up. Head on over to the Patreon, as I said before, and join everybody over there for first access on all content and exclusive stuff to come from me to you with the community. And I look forward to having you guys along for the ride with my next video reacting to Miss Lara Fabian. Have a wonderful day, guys. I will see you on the next video. Peace.